Harde's, and I have my friend John back again. He is now representing a really cool distillery from Charleston, South Carolina called High Wire, and he's here to tell us about their amazing whiskeys. Hi, John.
Hi. Let's see you again, Raina. So, Raina took on Jimmy Red Classic a few months back, and it's been a pretty big hit with a lot of your bourbon people. For those of you who don't know about us, we are a small husband and wife owned distillery with a big focus on agriculture. We work with a bunch of small farms down in Charleston and the surrounding area that grow a lot of heritage grains for us. In particular, famously for Jimmy Red Corn. So what's special about Jimmy Red Corn versus the yellow dent that you usually use to make bourbon is, one, it's going to be a lot less sweet, it's a lot more earthy, much higher oil content, and it contains a chemical in it called cinnamic acid, which gives the bourbon a very unique, almost like cinnamon type of spice. All of our whiskeys are sweet mash fermentation process, so we take new grain every single time, mill it and cook it, add yeast, and do a fermentation for about 7 days at 82 degrees. Slow and low lets us really dial in for nuance of flavors and aromas. Current batch that you have in the store right now is 4.5 years old, and it is drinking like it's 6 years old. It is fantastic. You should definitely come by, pick up a bottle. I will be pouring on the 8th, this coming Saturday.
This Saturday, yep.
Also,
from 5 to 8 p.m.
Yes, from 5 to 8 p.m. Additionally, we just released our next and final batch of our 7-year Wheated.
So it's very limited.
Very, very limited. Recently, a lot of YouTube bloggers for bourbons have been doing blind taste tests where they put us up against Pappy Van Winkle, Weller, Old Fitzgerald, the higher tier Maker's Mark batches, and our blind test, we are beating them every single time. Great part is, holidays are coming, you have your dad, your grandparents, your husbands, wives, everybody drinks bourbon. There's a whole misconception that women don't drink bourbon. Nonsense, they do. Anyway, Jimmy Red 7-year is going to be on the shelf at $115. So a fraction of the cost of Pappy, and definitely at least over half the cost of Weller. Really, you know, if you've never had a wheated before, I will have this open. Big difference between a wheated bourbon versus non-wheated is that it takes the place of the rye in the mash bill. So instead of the bourbon having that big spice note, the wheated actually makes it a lot sweeter, a little more fruit forward, and that's very appealing to a lot of bourbon drinkers. And for those of you who are worried about the proof, well, Classic is 95 proof, so a little higher octane. 7-year is 107. So, very respectable ABV, unless you're into hazmat bourbon, which, God bless you for that one.
All right. Well, that'll be very exciting. I hope you can join us to taste this awesome limited whiskey, as well as the classic Jimmy Red on Saturday from 5 to 8. Thank you very much, John.
Thank you. I'll see you then.